Welcome back to the session of podcast. It's your boy Danny,
and this is Phil.
And we got a very special guest today. It's our one of our elders,
Yes,
that we just met, and a very special guest that we had last time, Dorothy.
Yes,
She brought her father along.
Let's give it for Dorothy.
Boo Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Boo. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming, taking your time to come and talk with us.
Oh yeah, no problem at all. I love to meet you guys, and pretty exciting.
Yeah.
To do all of these for for the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first got in contact with Dorothy, and we heard about your story, it was actually something I think just us being as like the youth, Cambodian youth, we wanted to know these stories. And there was really nothing out there that we can actually understand or actually listen to. So with you sharing your story, I think that sparked a lot of inspiration in me.
Yeah.
And it kind of helped like push my motivation a little bit further too, to try to, bring our community together. So do want to thank you for that first and foremost.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. So
I think we should, a lot of people in my generation should speak out.
Yeah.
I mean, don't just try to bury.
Yeah.
That we've been buried so long. I think it's about time. For the next generation to know what we went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a little backstory. Boo Robert is Dorothy's dad, and she's the host of Death in Cambodia, Life in America.
Hi, guys.
What up?
Hello.
Say what up. Say what up, Dorothy.
I'm back.
Back in
Welcome back.
SoCal.
Welcome
Back in
back,
SoCal.
Dorothy.
I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. I'm back again for a second round. Second
we appreciate
episode.
you.
Yeah, this time with Robert. Like we were telling her, we're like, next time if Robert is ever in town, please have him come see us. And you're here.
It's really weird saying Robert, because every time our elders would say Boo or or
Boo, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's like Robert. I was like,
You don't say.
Is that Chloe or what?
You can call me Putangao.
Yeah, we call him Boo Ngao now.
Yeah, because you normally you don't call anyone your elders by the first name.
Yeah.
But, you're Robert. You go by Robert, so Boo Robert. Yeah, but yeah, Boo. Tell us a little bit about your where you grew up. A little bit about your childhood and just a little bit about that. You can share with us.
Yeah, so I was born in Cambodia, the town called Mongolbaray.
Is that next to
Uncle Baray?
Mongolbaray is next to Battambang, or is it next to Phnom Penh?
Yes,
Okay.
it's not too far from Battambang. It's about maybe 1.5 hour drive from Battambang.
Okay.
So I think and then toward west, I believe, Mongolbaray and Sisapon, and then you go to Poipat. That's the border of Thailand and Cambodia.
Okay, so this is more towards the left of the west of Cambodia.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
or right, yeah.
Yeah. So I was born in a small town. We call Mongolbaray, but I think actually the town that I was born is called Phnom Thom.
Phnom
Thom, Cambodian called Phnom Thom. That's a big mountain.
Yeah.
Big mountain. Okay,
Yeah.
Phnom Thom.
When I went back to see that Phnom Thom, now it's just like
Now
it
it's
was just not Phnom Thom.
now it's Phnom Thom now.
Phnom So it was yeah. So I was born in that town. I think when I was 3-4 years old, and then my parent, my dad owned a sawmill, Masinstro.
Okay.
Okay.
So and then they both busy and all of that. So they
Nice.
sent me to live with grandma and grandpa. That's another small town too. So it's a remote area. So I was grow up with my auntie.
Is that normal? When they send kids to go live with the
Cambodian,
grandparents?
it's normal because we never have a good relationship with parent at all.
Yeah,
Parent
'cause my mom went through the
king.
same thing. She was living with her, like, she wasn't living with my grandma. She was living with someone else. Yeah, so
It's normal.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's normal at that that 50s.
We should
years
think
ago.
about. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No way. No way.
Don't get that right.
No way.
And I was raised up with uncle and auntie, my grandma and grandpa. I didn't have a good relationship with my parent at all because I never see. I only see my parent when it's New Year's. once a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. My mom told me the same thing.
Were
That's
they
nuts.
were they just like busy because they had a business
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Yeah. I think
They
it's
don't got
also
time to raise their
yeah,
kids.
Yeah.
Who cares about the kids?
Yeah. I think the way they raise kid over there is
Yeah.
completely different.
It's different than over here. Yeah.
Because I think they just about business, money, and busy.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time before the Khmer Rouge went in, I mean, everything was pretty like it was flourishing right out there in Cambodia, right?
Oh yeah, I was my life was really good. I was born in a middle class family. I mean, in Goldberry, my dad probably is number 1 and number 2 wealthy.
Oh wow.
Yes,
They're
and
really
then,
wealthy.
yeah, and then I when I was 7, 8 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I have the motorcycle.
Motorcycle already at that age?
I thought you were gonna say Mercedes.
Not yet. That's coming up later. That's coming up later.
He said, I was like, oh, Mercedes. Motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was sport
Yeah.
sport kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know much about hard work. Didn't
Really?
know much about, but I was very independent
Yeah.
because I was feel that I'm abandoned my parent.
Oh, that you abandoned your parents, or they
No,
abandoned you?
they
felt
I
abandoned.
feel that
he
my
felt
parent
abandoned by-
abandoned.
You
my-
felt
my
you felt abandoned by
parent.
them. I thought you said
No.
you abandoned
So,
them.
so you were kind of
Okay.
like.
No, I need a Mercedes.
At the motorcycle at 8 years old.
No.
Wow.
So, but I was very independent, and then from age 4 or 5 because
Wow,
I
that's
was,
such a young age. That's crazy.
very crazy. I was crying sometimes, at night. I said, "Why my parents?"
Yeah.
do this to
Oh,
me?"
abandon
you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah. But when you grow older, then you understand. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your grandparents were also wealthy too?
no,
No. Okay.
no. My grandparents very. I'm not say poor. but
Simple?
just simple.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Simple life, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
And then after that, I think when I was I had a car and chasing whatever I want to do, and as I was a sporting kid.
Were you going to
Yeah.
school?
I went to school in Goldberry.
I'm going Beret.
Yeah, and I went to Chinese school for 4 years. And
Chinese?
and then I went to Cambodia school for 5 years.
Okay.
For 5 years.
So did you learn to speak, is it Mandarin or Cantonese?
I speak both.
You speak both?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I learned here when I
And I know it's not easy. Dude.
So when you watch Chinese movies, you don't need subtitles.
no.
You don't need Khmer translation.
Dang. He don't
I
need
speak, yeah.
what's it called?
Because when you get the real thing,
he don't
you
need
really,
Khmer dub. He don't
yeah,
need Khmer dub.
you really feel the story when you hear the real thing.
Yeah, and then I speak
So-
3 dialect and
Wow.
Chinese.
So Chinese people had heavy influence in Cambodia for a long time already, huh?
yeah, the Mao Zedong. That's
Mao
what it
Zedong?
killed. Yeah,
Because-
that's killed a lot of people.
Mao
to their
Zedong is the
life.
guy that
Yeah.
he was the emperor there that killed a bunch of people. I heard
Yes.
about that in history books.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know his face. That
Big guy.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
big dude.
So,
Yeah,
Wow.
big dude. Yeah.
big dude.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
Wow, yeah, I
actually
didn't know
a
that
fun
too.
fact.
Fun fact. And this is in the 70s.
This is in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they shut down all the school. I mean the Chinese school. And then,
All Chinese schools.
Yeah, they shutting down.
Who
And
shut
then
down
the government?
the government did?
Yeah, because they thinking of it, because these people here from China, I think they teach you about the comedies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But little did we know.
So you think that's probably what triggered the revolution?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes.
So it's a setup.
Yeah.
Damn.
But this
That
this
is
this
nuts.
but the thing is, this is before we even knew about any kind of
There was no Khmer
Khmer
Rouge
Rouge
yet.
and stuff like that.
No,
so,
no, no,
but
no,
the thing
no.
is, they were
Wow.
already suspecting something
Yes.
as bad as
So
gonna
they're
happen.
kind of planting the seed.
Wow.
They were planting
Yeah,
the
they
seed
planted
with the
seed
kids
with-
and
with-
teaching you.
With some
some
What does that mean?
With the Sihanouk,
See,
Say no, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
our king.
Yeah.
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 Well, see, he passed away 10 years ago. So I think,
Yeah.
they planned. See, that's why when he was sick, he went to China.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they have mentioned for him and take
Oh,
care
wow.
of him. This is our politics, but I later on now I understand, but
It makes
when
a
I
lot of
was
sense.
there,
It makes more sense.
you know, so
Wow.
yeah, it was sad.
So basically, like, would you say the Khmer Rouge, they were the ones kind of fighting against the Chinese influence, right? The communism. So that's
no, the Khmer is with Chinese.
it's with Chinese. Okay, that makes sense
Yeah,
now
the
because they want
communists.
communism.
Yeah.
Because they want communism. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why they learned.
So
it
they
from
learned
there.
from them, and then they wanted to bring
Wow,
that
that's
same style
That's
back over.
crazy.
Yeah, the Long Nol is America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Was with America.
Did they teach like Western, like
Yes.
education in Cambodia during that time too?
No,
No,
no.
No
I
English?
Think, you know, it's no well,
just French.
it's just French.
Yeah.
Most of them is French. Yeah. But
Wow.
then you know, just like right now, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You know, Americans
Yeah.
have one government, and the Chinese support the other government.
Right.
It's always
So-
like that.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that is
Jeez,
crazy to know.
that's the same as the Vietnam and
Vietnam,
Laos,
yeah.
3 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ba, you mentioned that when you heard about Afghanistan, how it reminded you exactly
Exactly.
of.
Really?
I said the same
Khmer
thing
Rouge.
actually.
Mm.
I said the same thing because they had a checkpoint where they were asking people for their identification. They're taking all their stuff from them. And I posted something on Facebook. I was like, yo, this reminds me of like what happened in Khmer Rouge
Yeah.
Right.
when they took all your stuff and they asked you for your name. They just want to see who you work for or,
Right.
you know,
Yep.
these type of things. I was like, wow, that's like
Yeah.
a repeat right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, because you know, like they like you mentioned in your podcast that you know they would pick and choose. You know, if you're rich, if you're a doctor, if you're a teacher, you know, they would most likely get killed, or you know, if you're just a nobody, then you know, okay, you can go. It's kind of like what you're kind of saying
Yeah.
too. So, but I also saw too, like they were showing the Afghanistan. It was something similar to with the Vietnam War, when the army was trying to pick people up to leave and stuff like that, and they were showing like pictures side by side, and it was like almost the exact same thing too. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was reminding me when I watched that news. So,
Yeah.
It's a little bit different because I think the American Apple just take,
Yeah.
they give you maybe a 2 weeks time to just
Mhm.
poll the people
To try to,
how
yeah.
Cambodian know. I mean,
No, it was
It was
that
overnight.
day. It was overnight, right? Basically,
Just
just that
boom.
next morning or
Yeah.
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
That is crazy.
No time to prepare. No time to.
no.
And then during that time, Pooh, you were like in your teenage years, right? You're like 14,
I
13,
was 14.
14 years old.
Yes, 13,
So-
close to 14. Yes.
So just kind of backtrack a little bit, like leading up to it. Where were you before the Khmer Rouge took over? Like where were you?
I was in the border of Thailand and Cambodia, called not Pai Pat, called oh my God, the other side of the border,
Violin.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Okay.
Thank
Man,
you.
You know what? I've heard.
Thailand, that's a Cambodian
I've heard
restaurant.
of that. Bailan- Is that what? I think that's where
I've
I've heard
heard,
from.
yes.
Here in Long Beach a long
It
time
used
ago.
to be one called Thailand
I
restaurant.
was like,
yeah.
when he said Bailan, I'm like,
Thailand.
that sounds familiar.
That's where they
Okay.
they find the ruby.
Rubies.
Mm.
Where it was so
Mm.
rich, Cambodian,
So it was a rich.
rich
town.
ruby and all of that. So
Mm.
I was in that town.
This is when you were living with your grandma and grandpa. still?
No, I already left grandma. And
This is
grandpa.
later on,
Yeah,
still,
that's
okay.
later on. So when I was, I moved back with my parents when I was 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. When he had the motorcycle and Mercedes. So I moved
Okay,
back
yeah.
home.
I didn't. Okay, you came back for that. Okay.
Yeah, I came back with it.
Yeah.
And then,
I was
you
just-
took it and left again.
I just took it left again.
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
asking Dorothy when the story about the Mercedes. I was like, "Does he have a Mercedes now?"
Now?
She was like,
Yeah.
"No." I was like, "Damn, why not?"
Now he's super humble.
I
now.
have a kidnap van.
I know.
it's no window.
No windows.
The,
Oh,
the
man.
white van with blacked out mirrors.
Exactly.
Or windows, I mean.
No.
There is no window.
There's no window.
Creeper van.
He
Yeah.
uses it for the business, but it's
called a
crazy.
cargo van.
I know. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a
When-
Merce-
once
they
he
have a
was
Mercedes
graduate-
cargo van.
Oh, not really.
they do.
When I was in high
they
school.
do.
When I was in high school,
Used to go through the back.
Yeah.
her friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would get dropped off at high school, and he'd like open the back.
Oh, that's hilarious. They have a
Can we-
Mercedes version of that one too, if you want.
I can picture Dorothy jumping out of the back of the van with a
opening
big
it
old
up and
backpack
just-
on as a little kid.
That's me. That was me.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so you were roughly in your early teenage years. You were living there by yourself out there.
my teenager, just try to survive. I think,
So
when
you-
starting from, I think, age, I believe, 12, 13, and then
Just-
in the labor camp,
Okay.
because the communists took
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to lead up to that. So
Yeah.
before that happened, like I just want to kind of like build a picture leading up into it. Like, so what was going on right before the communists took over? Like, what
I
was
had a
your
good
situation?
lifestyle, and then went to school normal. And
Everything was normal.
Well, everything was normal,
Mhm.
and then good food, good. We have
You had money. You
have
had
money. We have Mercedes. We have car, collect, and all of that.
eating
and then
fish every day.
having
huh?
chicken, not fish.
Chicken?
We don't like fish.
Oh really?
Well, we didn't like
I thought
fish
people
and
that ate
chips.
fish was like they're living good.
No. I think in Cambodia at that time, fish is cheap.
Oh,
Very
really?
cheap. Yeah, chicken, duck, meat.
Were you eating
pork,
crab and
yeah,
lobster?
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Crab,
A crab, it's cheap too.
because people raise it in their backyard,
Exactly.
right? People
Yeah,
raise
yeah,
it.
just go out there.
And I went there. Yeah, I remember my family. They just went in the backyard and like caught crabs and
Yeah.
lobster and stuff.
Yeah. And then, I was, I had a great life.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, didn't know much
You didn't know
about
much.
life, actually.
You're just
Yeah,
living.
yeah.
You're just living.
So you just when that happened, you just had it.
Yeah.
Boom. Just
So
like
what-
That.
So the day that it happened, the day that like you first heard about the Khmer taking over, where were you?
I was in that border on Thailand, and then tried to sell the Mercedes.
You trying
My dad.
to sell the Mercedes?
I took my dad Mercedes and drove to Thailand, and then tried to just sell that car and cross to Thailand.
oh, okay.
Yes, because we know that this war
Something was
is
gonna
gonna
happen.
be end.
Okay, so you knew
When
something was
we
gonna
don't-
happen,
Well, gonna happen, but when?
just not sure when or what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
crazy.
So
Wow.
when they stay with my friend
Uh-huh.
house, and then when that happened, and then I just want to go back home,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then I don't want to just cross the border.
When you
because
first heard about it,
I didn't have money because nobody buy the car.
Oh. How much you trying to sell it for?
Oh my God, that's a good question. I don't know.
at the time, I'm sure it's probably worth a lot of money, probably.
Well, that's
right?
a
I would
lot
Because
of
think
they,
so.
they didn't
I would
have
think so.
financing in Cambodia. You had to buy
So they had to pay
cash.
cash.
You have to pay
huh?
cash.
Cash, right?
Cash or gold?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cash or gold.
Yeah, they're cash or gold.
or rubies, huh?
A ruby. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't sell it. So and then when that happened, so I drove back home. When I
You drove
got
back home.
Yeah, when I got
Okay.
to Battambang, close to Battambang.
Mhm.
So
I
your
think
parents
so.
were in Battambang.
No, my parent was in Mongolbaray.
Okay, but you went back to
Actually,
your home.
My parent was in Ojrao, ready to cross the
Close
border
to it.
To
to
Thailand.
Thailand
Uh-huh.
because of me.
Yeah.
Because of me.
You
My
told them.
mom, said, no, I'm not gonna live with my kid in, like one.
Oh, so they
kid."
came back
So yeah,
because of that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
So there were several opportunities for us
To leave.
to leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
And if you didn't move fast or fast enough,
You might get stuck
you
with.
just get stuck.
That's
yeah.
what happens.
close the border.
Borders closed.
Oh,
Yep.
Wow.
So that's why I was feel guilty
Hey.
so long.
Yeah.
Because of me, it's start all the whole family.
Yeah.
So
oh, okay.
and
Mm.
But
it was
who was able to come to America from your family?
who
Who
I mean,
in your family was able to survive the whole Khmer Rouge?
I think all the family survives.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. That's
That's
good.
good.
I
Which
was
is very,
so
very
lucky.
lucky.
That is
Yeah.
very, yeah,
Very
for
lucky.
sure.
That's really.
You sound like a very lucky guy.
yeah. So far.
Yeah, so far, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, think about it.
I need another 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
So
You got it.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
good.
worry about it. You got it. It's
Yeah,
already in the bag.
Especially like listen to your podcast, all the stuff that you mentioned. I'm like, wow, how did you
Man.
make it through that? How did you do this? How did that happen? Like really, every time it's like a cliffhanger. I'm like, wow, it's like watching a Netflix.
Yeah, you guys
TV
gotta go.
series.
You guys
'cause
gotta go check it out for
It's like,
sure. Like,
wait,
you don't
how did
wanna-
he survive that?
Yeah.
How did he make it through that? And then
It's nuts.
episode's over. You gotta wait to the next one.
Yeah, I think
It's pretty cool.
I like it.
really, I need. It's not about smart or not about
Yeah.
intelligent. It's just luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And common sense a little bit
Yeah.
and just make the decision quick enough.
Big time. Big
Quick
time.
decisions. Quick decisions.
Quick,
Very
yeah,
quick
if
decisions.
I'm pretty sure you went through a lot of, different situations where, like, you were like super scared. Like, what do you think was your biggest fear though during the whole thing that happened? Like, what were you most scared about?
I think I'm mostly scared when I tried to escape
Okay.
that night, and then I stole the boat
You stole a boat?
I stole a boat from the Khmer that live next.
Wow, that's very brave.
That's
of you to
risky.
do. That's very brave.
Very
Wait,
risky.
and this is the
That's
beginning.
risky.
This is the beginning of when things were going down.
No.
Okay.
This is about 2 years.
This
About
okay. This
2
later on.
years.
Okay, well let's backtrack a little bit then. Let's not get too ahead. Let's kind of get back to the beginning of when things were going down. All the crazy stuff that was happening from the beginning a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think when the Khmer took over, I think we didn't know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and then all of that. Everybody just like, oh, listen to a friend how today is gonna be fine, and then all of the thing here, and then after 3 or 4 weeks later, they announced, hey, everybody have to get out of town because of the,
Wait, who's telling you this to get out of town?
the Khmer rules.
Oh, they're actually telling you to get out of town.
soldier,
So
yeah.
they're giving you a chance first to just get out of town. Just get out of here first.
No. I mean, they got out
They're
of
just
town.
telling
They
you to
just
get out
tell
your
you
house,
right now.
leave.
Yeah,
okay.
they're kind of
How did that feel? Because like, imagine like you own a home, you live in a house, you own your belongings, all that stuff,
And
and
then
they're just
you
like,
just
hey,
gotta
leave. This is
leave.
mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to say
Like, what
that.
can
They
you
say
do?
you coming back after
Oh, they
everything
lied.
calmed down. They
They-
lie.
oh,
They
so they
lie
lied.
every
Yeah,
single.
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
They
Okay.
lie every single word.
Jeez.
And so to everyone thinks like, okay, they are coming back.
Oh, we're
we
coming
just gonna
back.
leave for now.
Yeah.
Oh, because they're making it seem like there's somebody else is coming to come get you guys, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. They said the
Bombs
Americans
are
going to go and bomb. I
coming.
mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got to
yeah.
get out. So, we're going to go ahead and take you
Yeah.
to a safer place and then stay for about maybe couple days, couple
Come
weeks.
back, yeah.
And then and
Until
then they
things
come
cool
back.
down.
And then nope.
And then
Nope.
back then, there's no technology, there's no like social media, TV, and stuff like that. So
Just the
whatever
radio.
whatever they're telling you, you're like you believe because who else will you believe, right?
Yeah, you got no choice.
Right.
Well, they come
Well,
with
that
guns
too,
and stuff,
that
right?
too. But
And
Because they carry
tanks.
the gun.
yeah.
They got
So-
rifle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, yeah, you gotta follow us.
yeah, it's a fault. Yeah.
So they kicked you guys out. So where'd you end up going?
I think we went to the whole family went to my grandma and grandpa's place, the place that I was raised when I was 3-4 years old, right up until 9 years old. So I think so because it Macquarie and then go to my mom. I mean my grandparent place is very small remote area.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay, so it's
you're
away
talking
away
about
from
maybe only 10
city.
family in that
Oh.
town. So it's very small.
Small, yeah.
away from the city and stuff.
Away from the city.
Yeah.
So I think we was there.
So you guys are just kind of hiding there.
hiding there, and then but I think on that way down there, I think that I learned something too.
Yeah.
That's why I learned. Teaching me don't trust
Don't trust. Yeah.
because of my best. I thought he's my best friend,
Yeah.
but he was working for the communists.
Oh,
When the communists took
what?
over, he's the one that do the checkpoint,
Oh,
and
This
he
is
know
episode-
my
Yeah.
Oh.
Episode 3.
that was
Yeah.
an
Okay,
episode.
I
Episode
remember
3.
you talking about that.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why they just my god.
But he had to do what he had to do, even though
He had to do how to do, but he just closed his eye because he's
Yeah,
not
like-
gonna pull me out and say,
Right.
"Oh, he's
He
a
can't.
wealthy guy," and then
Because-
he was so busy. He probably tried to kill me or kill the whole
Mm,
family, but he
right,
was so
right, right.
busy, so many people.
Yeah.
Wow.
He got so we just sneak
Oh.
out, and then we passed that point.
That's
So you guys didn't
Crazy.
even know. You just end up seeing him doing what he's doing at the checkpoint.
And with the gun,
So if he did see
Huh.
you, then he might have said something, right? You never know, right?
well, I mean,
The opportunity never came.
well, that's good.
That's crazy.
good.
Look, lucky
Good.
guy.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
And then from there, what happens next after that?
So one day, I think and then they settle, and then a lot of people have no place to stay because I think it's not enough home.
Yeah.
So they slip along the
Wrong side of the
road
road.
and all of that, and try. We still have food. That they
Mhm.
carry. With,
Yeah.
That you
plus,
had already.
You
in
packed
the
yourself.
farm, in the farm.
Oh, in the farm.
In the
Okay.
farm, I think a lot of people still have food,
Mhm.
have rice and all that.
Yeah.
So they do exchange. You have
Okay.
gold,
Yeah, exchange
Oh, okay.
whatever.
exchange,
For exchange.
for the food,
Tools
and
or
all that,
resources
all
and
that
stuff.
stuff. Yeah.
How long was that journey till you get to your next like?
This is only maybe one day.
One
It's
day?
not far at all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think, but you walk really slow. I
Yeah,
mean,
because it's
so-
hot. I mean, it's
No, not
Campo.
hot because the people like packed.
Oh, it's all jam packed.
Yeah, jam packed, and this is the road. This is just maybe 2 meters wide.
I think I've seen a photo of that
Of
one
just
time.
people, like-
That's crazy. It's like
Right.
a
It was
Marching. or
people
basically
just kind of
walking?
like
right.
yeah, and they have their stuff with them. Some carrying
Carrying
kids,
kids
some
and
pulling
stuff.
wagons, right, of stuff, and
right.
yeah.
Cattle
Yeah.
on the wagons. getting pulled by the cattle?
No, by the people.
The people.
By people?
Yeah.
And
people
plus,
pulling
I
cattle.
remember, that time because a lot of people carry food, right? But the rich people only carry money.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the heck?
And make a big mistake.
Yeah,
that was you.
They all got robbed.
It's a big mistake.
Really?
There's no use.
So they would
care
take it.
about money no
They
more.
would take it from them?
No, they don't
the
take,
Khmer
but
roots-
there's
they
no,
don't-
no,
they
they don't
want the
need
money.
money.
There's no more value.
It's
So they don't
no
even want the money.
value.
They don't even care. Wow.
The value is just the gold now, right? Just
That-
the gold,
the gold and the
belongings,
jewelry and all
jewelry
that stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do learn throughout the episodes that you will learn that jewelry, people who did have money prior, actually had an advantage later on, right?
Yes.
Like
Really?
we talk about it in later episodes with Mama saying because we came from a pretty wealthy family, my grandma
guys
would
had
like had gold and jewelry pieces which she would be exchanging for like stuff on the black market during the Khmer
Wow.
Rouge. So let's say you didn't have gold, you didn't have money, or you have anything of value. You can't participate in the black market let's say
Yeah.
you needed like Western medicine or you needed a banana or food.
Wow.
If you
No.
didn't have money prior, like,
That'll be
well, then you're out of the game.
that is
Yep.
nuts. That sounds like a really cool movie.
That
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like that side of it, because we hear about the different side,
Yeah.
killings and you
All the-
poor, you don't have
all the
anything.
bad
But
stuff.
imagine that side. That's a whole different perspective too.
Yeah, because that's a little bit more interesting because you don't really hear about that part. You just hear
You
about
don't- you
just
don't
hear
hear-
about
you
the
don't hear about
killing.
that part at
All you
all.
hear about is the killing and
The killing,
the trauma.
all that stuff.
but you don't
So
hear
it's
about,
literally there was a black market.
yeah, that's
So
crazy.
so people were able to hide stuff like in.
I
How
think
did that work?
because if you live in a farm,
Yeah.
you do have a lot of rice, or still have a lot
Yeah.
of
And
egg, chicken, and all of that.
Yeah.
The people that move from the city, they do have gold and all
They
that. They
have a-
still
Mhm.
can,
Do
exchange,
yeah.
and all
for
of
all
that
this
stuff, in a quiet
Mhm.
way. Because if the Khmer know, and then they
Yeah.
kill you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's intense.
That's why
pretty intense.
my mom can all up until today that we survive because my mom
Yeah.
do have all that gold
She has
and
all- yeah.
jewelry and the exchange the medicine and all of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so many people don't have that chance, don't have that
Yeah.
kind of,
can't.
and then die. I mean, sick and
Starvation.
die and starvation. And
Yeah.
It's like the dehydration. People are getting heat stroke and all kinds of stuff.
yeah, yeah. But I think most of them is just the sickness and
Yeah.
and starvation.
Starvation.
Because there was no medicine, obviously. I mean, there was
They
no
do with the herb,
herbs.
whatever they think, that.
Oh, did they think they?
It's-
that could
they
They,
fix
they,
it?
they
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's herb, but it might
Just
be like
smash it up.
poisonous or something.
Put
Yeah,
water?
just like I
You
said,
never know.
they believe it's coconut juice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I heard about
IV.
that in one of your recent
IV?
episodes.
Yeah, they
as an
said,
IV.
okay, we're gonna
A
open
green
it.
coconut, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
put it in there, and some.
You know what?
Oh, man.
Honestly, I think that episode, when
It was.
well, I don't want to get too ahead, but like that episode when you were talking about when you were in the hospital, and
It was.
oh man, it was crazy when you mentioned you woke up in a room full of all dead bodies.
That body, because they inject me,
Oh my
they
god!
burn me, and then you was pass out, and
They thought you
thought
died.
They thought you were
Oh,
dead,
wow.
and then you woke up in the room where they were getting ready to burn bodies. Like basically,
yeah,
like
they
it was in
call it, and
it was just like
they
that,
not
that room was
burn or maybe they
preparation.
bury, or whatever they
Burn,
and
burn,
then-
burn.
Yeah.
So they're just tossing dead bodies in that room, and they're moving the bodies from the room to another place to burn
Yes.
the bodies just to get rid of them.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then you were like in line to be next, basically.
Wow, a bunch of dead bodies.
Jeez.
Can
it
can
was,
can you remember
like
that?
scary.
Can you remember that smell? Or no?
Yes, like the hazelnut. Yeah, no.
Like
Coffee, hazelnut coffee,
Coffee,
creamer.
yeah, no, the
creamer,
creamer,
yeah.
No,
It
it
smells
was.
pretty good.
I didn't remember. I was scared.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
thinking about that stuff.
No, I didn't remember because I was so scared with all these dead body, and then I just screamed and I said, help.
That is crazy.
Something.
Mhm.
You gotta think about like that. Those are
Oh.
the type of things like people here in America don't ever experience in their life.
Would never understand. Yeah,
They will ever
will never
understand.
understand.
I think a lot of people in the world,
In the
Mhm.
world in general,
in general,
Yeah.
will never experience.
Understand
I
that.
mean,
Yeah. But
know,
thank
I hope
God,
I don't,
good thing.
you know,
Yeah,
so
good thing.
it's
Just
just
nobody
like-
should ever have to deal with it. But like early on, when things were happening, did you ever feel like, oh, this is not gonna last long? It's just gonna be done with. I'll be back to my normal life soon. Did you ever feel that positive, or did you always feel like, damn, I'm gonna die, or like, or you know, did you ever feel just negative?
You mean to ask me, do I have a hope?
Yeah, right.
No.
Did you have
no,
hope?
so
No
you
hope?
never had hope at all,
No.
not any second of that time.
Let's say 1 to 100, I probably 99.
Wow,
That's no hope.
that's
There's
crazy.
Yeah.
only 1% that wish something's happened, or war that
Uh-huh.
happened, taking over. Otherwise, I know
For a fact,
I'm
that
gonna
it's
be
not.
die
Yeah.
because all my friend is gone.
Yeah.
It's in the camp. I bury them and all this. I just try the best I can,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to live at that. I just
It
want
was
to die.
that
Yeah,
I
bad.
just
yeah.
want to say,
It was
hey,
so bad like that.
just
Just take me.
Just take me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rather than
it's
suffer.
over with.
Yeah, rather than suffer, you would rather.
exactly. That's
That's horrible.
how it
I don't
was.
think anybody should ever feel.
Did
That
you,
way,
Did you
ever.
ever get to that point where I think they made you dye your clothes black? Did you have
what do you mean?
you know when they go to like when they go to the camps, the labor camps?
Yes.
There was this point. I mean, I saw it in the movie, but they took their clothes and they dyed it black because they all had to wear black.
Right. Exactly.
Did
Yeah.
you have to do that yourself?
Well, I think I think I was in a camp because they don't provide you clothes.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Just
clothes
whatever you
they
already
bring
had
from
on.
the house, and that. But later on, and then they give you one set of clothes. Yeah, it's gonna be a black color.
Black color.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, and like a scarf, right? Red
Yeah.
scarf. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a scarf, and then now they give with the leader.
Oh, okay.
10 of us, one leader watching us.
Mm.
They assign. They said, okay, these 10 people, 10 kids, and then they assign you to be watching this kid, and then
I see.
one need to have another.
And
people
watching
to watch.
those guys, and yeah, it's
Just
like a big old.
so they don't trust. Anyone. So
What was it? It was really hard to try to get anything under anybody then, huh? I mean, like everybody,
It's
because you
tough.
can't trust anybody, right?
no, you cannot trust
because
anybody.
nobody know if you know something and you don't tell, then they're gonna kill you for knowing and not telling, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, so that's why you just keep your mouth shut. Just go to work. They tell you, wake up. You wake up at 2:00 in the morning. You wake up 2:00 in the morning and go to work, and then
Yeah.
come back and try. When you have break time, try to chase that rat on the field.
Yeah.
For food.
For food. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the nastiest thing you had to eat?
Well, I had a lot of that.
Rat?
A lot of rats.
Yeah.
How's it
That's
taste?
why. It tastes good.
Well, it's
tastes good?
it's
It
a
tastes
wild
really
rat.
good.
Wild rat
Really?
has to
They're
be
big.
bit
They're bigger.
healthier, right?
Now that
They're
this
bigger?
is-
It's not like
meaty?
New York rat.
Well, even the baby, we collect that too. Yeah. So
No,
it
New
tastes
York
good.
rats, they're huge. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
they
no,
eat
no.
trash, you know.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
Like
eat
wild rats,
sewer
they
stuff.
eat like
Well, that's a lot
Yeah.
of people die because of.
Oh,
that
diseases. Disease, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I would imagine they carry a lot of diseases. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they
I
do.
can imagine that.
Yeah. So I think that's why maybe I lose my hair early, because of rat. I think so much rat,
Some chemicals.
we got a couple young friends that lost all their hair, so it can't.
Yeah,
be.
yeah. We do.
We'll throw that one out.
What were some things that they were making you do for work during that time? Like what kind of labor work were they making you do?
Most build the dam.
Build a dam. Okay.
Yes, most
Build a
to
dam?
block the
The
water,
river?
the water. If you want the water go this way, you be the one that to go and I cut the tree from the first year. I think they sent me to a jungle to cut the tree and all that. That was a lot of people.
Why did
died.
they want the trees to be cut down?
And to grow more,
To grow
to have
rice.
my land and
Rice
Oh,
plantation.
cut down the
Rice
trees to
plantation.
grow like farmland and stuff. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm.
And then I believe they sell lumber too to who I don't know, to Thailand, to China, Chinese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of them
Chinese the
lumber.
one.
Yes.
Mm.
They have to pay them back.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Jeez.
I was so hate
Yeah.
China so much when
Uh-huh.
I came here.
Yeah.
I never want to go back to do business in China.
I know. You know what? I hear from a lot
But
of people
America
too.
is China.
But then I
Everything made in
forgive.
China.
And then I later on I say, I don't do this, not because of people
Yeah.
in
just
China,
'cause
it's the government.
It's the
the
government.
government,
It's
Yeah.
just the government. So
the history with the government. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah. Can we go back to that story when you stole the boat?
then when I left when it getting dark with my dad.
Uh-huh.
This is during the escape, though,
Yeah,
right?
during it-
So this
yeah,
this
yeah.
when you guys were escaping from
From the Khmer Rouge.
a camp?
Yeah,
From
no, it's not from the camp. I think I missed that. You know, now I just remind
Uh-oh.
you know, because I didn't put that in the episode because
Uh-oh.
yeah. So
Spoiler
I think
alert.
yeah, yeah. And then we met this guy. I met this guy. He said, you know, tonight he's gonna meet you, you know, in the middle of the a big lake. You know, you can.
Oh.
And then at 10 o'clock, we're gonna have a flashlight, and then you see the flashlight there, and then that's us.
Mm-hmm.
We waited till like midnight. There's no flashlight, no nothing. So
Damn.
we came back. So we were so scared.
So just waiting.
No, we
Oh.
came back.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna risk it because you're not seeing any lights anyway. So
No.
you're gonna come back. Okay, gotcha.
So that was a so that's nice.
So you
Scary.
took the boat there,
Yes,
and then no flashlight came, so you
No
took the
flash-
boat back.
back.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So how'd you get away with it?
Well, that's why we were so lucky. I was so scared because you know if they kill, they
Uh-huh.
know
Yeah.
they're gonna kill the whole family.
Yeah, of
not
course.
just me.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
Damn.
Damn.
So that
But
was
They
You're a
never-
brave
they never,
man.
They never found out.
no, they never found
Wow.
If they found out, you would have been dead. By
Yeah,
now.
he wouldn't be
you
here.
wouldn't be
That's crazy.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big. It's not like you stole like some rice. You stole a boat.
Yeah.
You so yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty
So what
very intense.
the person that was supposed to meet you was supposed to go to like Thailand or something?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
But it just we just
It
wanted
just
to
never
get
happened.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it never happened.
So then, just forward over, how did you end up escaping?
Yeah, I was in a camp for over 4 years.
Total was
I
4
think,
years.
yeah. And then
Wow.
you know the
That's a long
Vietnamese
time.
So you turned
Vietnamese invasion.
The
turned
Vietnamese
18.
invasion.
You turned 18 already.
No,
No.
Like 17?
17?
16, huh?
16, something
17?
close to 17. And I
Dang.
was just
That's still young, really, really young.
So your whole high school life, you going through that.
Right.
yeah, I was.
Our high school.
Yeah,
Your-
Yeah.
Your main teenage
yeah,
years.
I missed
That's
my
your teenage
prom.
adolescence.
Yeah.
You
missed
missed
winter
prom,
formal.
winter formal,
Homecoming.
homecoming. Oh man, Sadie Hawkins.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No.
Wow, you missed all the good stuff.
You know, we were over here worried about not getting a yearbook.
Yeah, here we are.
We're worried about
What are we
matching.
gonna wear?
Worried about
Oh,
matching.
What are we gonna
gosh.
wear?
Yeah.
Dad, you can't rent me a Mercedes
Yeah.
to prom.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? When you didn't know,
Yeah.
you never really feel regret or anything.
You don't.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's just like you never eat the hamburger.
Uh-huh.
You never think about
You don't
hamburger
think
because you
about
don't
it,
even
yeah.
know
It's like-
hamburger.
You don't know what it is.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Until
you
you-
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I left. I was in a camp for 4.5 years, and then
For 4 years.
Yeah, the Vietnamese
Mhm.
invasion, Cambodia.
Mm-hmm.
That helped, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big release. So every single one it just rushed to the border. The one that live close
Oh,
to
everybody just-
Vietnam
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
border, they
Go to Vietnam.
The one that
That's
go to Thailand,
your family.
That's my that's
Oh.
my dad's story.
Oh,
So my dad is
wow.
considered well, my mom is full blood Vietnamese Chinese, and then my dad he's Khmer.
Mhm.
But his family's situation, they were kind of close to the border of Vietnam, and somehow they escaped and they went to
Right.
Vietnam, and that's how my dad met my mom.
Ah,
in
yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah.
So he's considered Khmer Karom,
My crown,
Yeah.
yes.
My crown.
Yeah.
but really he's just Khmer.
Yeah.
My Karam sounds kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, I know, right? It's in the bottom.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
bottom
But they
Khmer.
call it-
Come on,
They call it bottom because I guess
so disrespectful.
it's
like,
I
what
guess
the
it's
hell?
because it's South Cambodia, South Vietnam. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
I know.
I don't know,
But you
just-
can
When you translate it, it's like
Yeah.
you cannot translate, the
Yeah.
Khmer language to English.
you
Right,
can't.
That's
no.
gonna be
Always way
really
different.
terrible
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Some
that was
words they just mess everything up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mess everything
bad.
up.
It was bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happened. The Vietnamese kind of took over a little bit, and it kind of led to you guys.
Yeah, how chant to
How exactly did that happen?
Well, I think we hear the bomb and then getting closer.
Okay, because it was so
and then-
close, right? The bombs
It's
in
very
Vietnam.
close.
Sometimes it was missing, and it was in Cambodia too. Yeah.
So I think and then the soldier, the Khmer soldier,
Mhm.
Mm.
and disappear. They
No, really?
yeah. They
Damn.
just disappear and then they left us alone. And they
Really?
said, what's going on? And then so we start one after another.
Just kind of.
One group, a lot of group that celebrate too early.
Oh,
when the Khmer Rouge is not, when the soldier not a completely left
completely.
the camp
Okay,
yet,
they're still
Yeah.
there.
and then they just kill them. They
Damn.
shoot them, because
That sucks.
Yeah, so I think at that time, there's a lot of people got killed too.
Do you think some Khmer
Mm.
Rouge soldiers escape to come
Themselves
here too?
also,
They're here right now. A lot.
Really?
A lot?
Yeah.
but they won't admit that though. They won't tell. They
No.
won't.
Of course
No,
not.
of course not.
Yeah. What are
No.
you gonna say?
But I'm thinking even now
Uh,
after so long, but I'm sure they're still traumatized
That's crazy.
themselves. Some of them were put in that situation
They were forced
without wanting to be in that
to do it.
situation too, but they just
Yeah.
had no choice.
But you cannot blame them. All
Right.
of these just the kids.
Especially the kids,
Yeah,
a lot of
especially
them were
the kids.
kids
It's only 10 years old, 14, 15.
being put
It's
in that
not
situation.
even
You
know
don't know
a
what you're
word
doing.
of
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Khmer.
You barely
I
speak
mean, they
full.
don't-
Yeah.
Right. And you can't really blame them either too, because they probably felt pressure
From the
from, okay, let's say all their friends are joining this Khmer Rouge
it's like
community.
it's
Whoa,
like here
you
joining
know?
a gang. Like, oh, my friends are joining a gang. I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it too. Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
gonna do this together. And then let's say, what are you gonna say? No.
Yeah.
If you said no,
You're
they'd
gonna
be
die.
like, okay, so you're
You're
not
dead.
part
You're
of us.
killed.
Then you get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what choice did they really have too?
They
Right.
didn't have a choice,
Yeah. I
That's
think,
crazy.
This is crazy.
yeah, we, that I left, to Thailand.
Okay.
That's, I think that's probably going to
Did
be
you
an
guys
episode, yeah.
Kind of just waited to make sure all of the Khmer Rouge soldiers were all gone completely. Then you waited for that to happen.
Yeah,
then,
I think we started slowly and then we tried to watch and then
like,
they
are
kinda
we
have-
sure that they're gone?
Yeah,
Can
they're
we
gone
go now?
and all that.
Is this time to go?
And a few of the soldiers take off their black clothes and throw the gun away, and then they go their own village.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
See,
so
yeah.
they
I'm
just,
telling you.
yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever fight back with any of them?
I only have skin and bone. I don't know how to fight back. I
just
just
have
want to get
brains.
out.
I know,
I
yeah, I hear
don't
you,
want
I
to
hear
get
you.
out and say, hey,
I
you
hear
know,
you.
I was, yeah, we're skinny. I mean,
Do you ever have? Do you ever feel any like you want to get revenge or anything like that?
I don't, because I think, I probably understand what all these soldiers, it just, they have no idea whatsoever. Yeah. And the only thing that I want to not revenge, kill them back and all something like that. I just want to let the world know
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
this is the communist party that, that treat, I mean, human being,
Yeah.
their own people. I mean, especially it's Cambodian,
Yeah.
and they lie to you, they kill, and all of the, and I mean, we all human. I mean, but for them, they just follow the leader.
Yeah, they
what
just
what
follow, yeah.
follow?
Mhm.
That's
We
true.
got brainwash
Yeah.
with all of these
Brainwash,
things.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I never want
Yeah.
to rewind.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you're just kind of more relieved that you guys were out of there by that
Yes.
time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to, I mean, that's got to be tough to kind of like build, from that. Because, I think people in your generation, you either are like, was able to kind of like suppress that or kind of like build from it. But a lot of them are still stuck
Overcome
in
it.
that right now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because like like when you see like Khmer adults, like a lot of them don't look happy. You barely see them smile. You know what I mean? But when you see them smile, it's like, oh shit, like it's,
Whoa.
you never see them smile like that before. So I think a lot of
But when you see them smile,
Yeah.
what this guy want from
I
me?
know.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. No, but I
Normally our
see a
parents-
lot. Like they don't. It's like growing up, it's just like you don't really see our elders too happy.
Yeah.
Which
That's what I really want. I think you do this podcast. It is gonna help my generation.
Yeah.
Elderly. Some people is older than me,
Mm-hmm.
and then just want them to understand.
yeah,
It's about time to speak out,
Yeah.
release
100%.
yourself,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
tell your kid, explain to
Yeah.
your kid
Yeah.
as much as you can. I
Mhm.
mean, so let them understand
yeah,
why you don't trust, people, why you
Yeah.
don't trust friends, why you don't trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So then they understand, and then they might can help you. I said, otherwise, I mean, we all have a question mark.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
I said, why my parents don't
Mhm.
trust me?
Mhm.
Why my parents do this here? right? You know, because you're born and raised in America,
Yeah.
and us, born and raised in the really, actually in the jungle.
In the jungles, yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's not gonna be really, the mentality is not gonna be like just I just day and night.
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah.
That's true because, like, you know, I grew up here in Long Beach, and Long Beach is considered kind of like the hood, the ghetto, you know. So that when I was younger, I still feel the same like how I felt when I was younger now, even though I've matured, obviously. But it's just like that time still is a big part of me, you know, just like how during your time in Cambodia is still a big part of you,
Yeah.
and still a big part of a lot of our elders as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So good and bad, which is, I think that's definitely what we're trying to do for sure.
So I really, really want just like a Holocaust, you know. I mean, look at here. I mean,
It's exactly,
everybody
yeah.
they speak out all of what
They
the
talk,
survivor they
yeah,
talk.
yeah.
They have book like
Yeah.
hundreds of books for us here. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, this story it should, you know, they all should come out and talk because we all experience
We need more content.
different.
Yeah.
It's all different experience.
We
you
need
know,
more
that we went
information, you
through.
know.
Yeah, we
it's like
definitely
Right.
need more content.
we want that. Like, you're hungry for it. I'm
Yeah.
hungry for it. I know he is too. Like, we want that information.
Yeah.
Just like nobody's speaking up about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we touched upon it last episode that we did together about like how I don't know if it's because the fact that we are kind of like in Asian cultures, it's not very easy for us to
Right.
open up in general and kind of share and open up our hearts
Yeah.
and our feelings. We're just not very good at that in a lot of different ways. We talked about that, and I wonder if that has a lot to do with the fact that the people who came here I think they think that keeping it in is going
Right.
to help them heal, and
Yeah.
and closing that door and shutting it away
Yeah.
is going to be a way to heal. But actually, the only way to heal is to open that
Right.
door again,
Yeah.
talk about it, get
Yeah.
that support. You know, I recently created a reel about last month. I don't know, and it ended up going viral. It was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
reel
you told us
about,
about that.
the podcast, and I was showing Ba. I remember I was showing you, and I was scrolling through. We had over 6,000, 7,000 likes,
Wow.
and hundreds of comments about like, wow, this is so
Super
amazing.
dope.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert, for sharing your story. People around the world who are coming
Yeah.
together and supporting Robert and his story. And I think Robert, from his perspective, watching all these
Yeah.
comments and these
Yeah.
likes, it's like the support actually is healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the support is
Yeah.
really,
It's awesome,
really-
yeah.
How did it make you feel? Like,
No, I feel I feel great. I think you know I feel that
It's a long
you
time
know,
coming,
yeah. I should have do this a long time ago.
Yeah.
But,
Felt
you know,
so-
but it's not too late. You know.
yeah, it's never too late.
Yeah.
You felt like it was all worth it.
It's
huh? You
actually
felt
a
like it's all
perfect
worth
time
it.
right now. It's a
Yeah.
perfect time because, like, I think there's so much awareness with our community right now.
Yeah.
I think it's like a perfect time.
Yeah. I
And
think you know this is you know that's the I know that the survivor out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a tough life. It's just
Yeah.
very there.
It-
I
it's
know.
not
I know. It's sucks.
Yeah.
easy at all.
And it could be a lot tougher and worse for people who are not comfortable sharing about it and just keeping it in. And I think it just keeps building up the tension, the fear, the anger, and I think it's generational trauma because it ends up leading to like their kids and how they raise their kids and how things are in the household. So I think just holding it in, keeping it in is just it's not good. You have to share the stories. That way also the kids can understand. So that way when the parents act a certain way, the kids can like, okay, you know, I understand now because I've heard their stories. But if you don't share it to the kids just think my mom and dad is crazy. They're yelling at me. They're angry. Why are they always angry? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
Exactly.
it's a good thing for
Yeah.
both the parents and the kids because the kids can learn and the parents can learn from the kids.
Yeah.
So
Right.
vice versa.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm absorbed this culture, American culture,
Yeah.
quite a bit. So you know, I'm pretty strict with my kid, but I think at this
That's a
point,
good
yeah,
thing.
I can,
Yeah.
you know, I be friend with my kid. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like my body.
Yeah.
You know, they can tell me everything, so I can share. You know,
Yeah,
my
that's
experience
cool.
and everything. That's
cool.
This
Yeah.
is
Really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just so important. You know, it's touching upon what you mentioned before, Danny. Like, so actually, as of last month, I started doing therapy. So I
Oh,
have
really?
a
Okay.
therapist, and she specifically works on people with generational trauma.
Mm.
And so one thing that you pointed out, I wanted to mention, she said the first thing that survivors and trauma, people who went through trauma, the first thing that they lose is their ability to feel pleasure. And when you mentioned just like the happiness part, how sometimes a lot of our parents don't have a hard time feeling like happy. It's the first thing that they lose when they experience crazy trauma like that. And how does that affect the future generation and what's instilled in us? That's something that I'm working through therapy. And I think also just being open and having conversations like this with Robert, it's really special because I did a poll probably like 2 weeks ago, and I asked all of our current followers, like, how many of you guys percentage wise have had your parents share their story with you, and how many of them just had never talked to you about it? It was like 30% that were like, my parents never even talked to them at all about it because it's just too painful.
That's more than a quarter.
And the rest of them did hear a little bit from their parents, but not that much.
But not like,
And so, this is really, really special what we're doing, and by being here, and through the podcast, being able to really just kind of be willing to open that door and kind of scrape through the story. I'm even thinking in a future episode, probably when we finish the Cambodia portion, before we go into the America portion, I'm going to have an episode where Robert speaks in Khmer, in Cambodian, as if he was speaking to the survivors. Like a message from Robert directly to like our parents, your parents.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Because language-wise, it could also be a barrier for a lot of our parents. But how do we heal? It's passing along this message. How do we make sure that our parents can live the rest of their lives with some happiness too? And I bet you, like, hey, we go and talk to our parents and be like, open up. They're not going to listen. But this is how you heal. But if they were able to hear it from their own peer who had survived with them in Cambodian, telling them, hey, like, really though, we're at the end of our lives. It's about time for us to open up. I've been doing this with my daughter, and surprisingly, it's helped. Maybe this is going to help you. We're all at the end of our lives. How much more pain are we going to have to hold?
Exactly.
Right?
That's going to be nice. I like,
that's a really good idea.
Khmer is very poetic sometimes. Like when I met my dad for the first time, he lives in the East Coast, and then I went to go visit when I was younger, and like, we had resentment, whatever, and I was talking to him. He was talking to me in English, and it's just the way he talks English is like aggressive, right? And he started talking to me in Khmer. It just found it so like nice. I'm like,
whoa,
just speak to me in Khmer. I understand.
It's easy to listen.
Yeah, it's different. It's just like when you actually.
Well, I think maybe then maybe you not understand Khmer that well because your dad maybe is just really mean word, just like I said, a real, usually Cambodian, when they scream and
when they
to
scream,
the
that's bad.
Hey, a chow srok, but they said, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't quite understand what you're saying, but actually, he really means that word.
You're right. I did leave the country. That's crazy. Yeah.
But sometimes, like, my parents, they'll say cuss words, like, very, like, and they speak very loud, but they're not even mad. But they're just loud for no reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's me.
That's a culture thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably. I don't know.
I think they're just, like, yelling loud, but they're, like, they're not even mad.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So, like, I think that's going to be a really cool segment. I can't wait for that
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't wait for that.
I'm always trying to find
It's very
ways.
creative and different.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, the whole point of this whole thing is healing, right?
Yeah,
healing,
100%.
healing for our parents, healing for ourselves, and how exactly are we going to really kickstart that to make sure that, again, we talk about generational trauma and making sure our future kids don't carry the weight, that can be potentially passed down.
100%.
And so, how does that work? We have to do a little bit of work here. We have to make sure our parents heal, make sure our parents can have the rest of their lives with a little bit fewer nightmares.
Yeah.
Making sure that we do our part in understanding how we were raised, how they did the best they could.
Yeah.
And fixing what we need to do on our end, and again, sharing these stories is kind of the first step. So
yeah, for sure. For sure.
I did regret, when I didn't even let her went to the prom.
Really?
My
Because you
older
didn't go?
sister, her older sister,
Uh-huh. When?
Monica, she didn't go. She
Didn't go
didn't
either?
go to the prom.
You
I didn't let her.
You didn't
go.
let them?
No.
Oh wow,
And then she really
you're so mean.
so, yeah, I know. But now and
At
then,
the time, you just
hey,
didn't.
well, I didn't really know much
You
about
don't
all
understand,
that. I
like,
just
it's
wanted
that
to
important.
protect, my
Oh,
girl.
man.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
and
your
then,
girls.
Sorry,
then
I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry
and
to
then,
go through
well,
that.
no, she ended up lying to me.
Oh, you
I'm
went?
freaking
She
out.
went to the older sister.
She didn't go.
She said, "You gotta have to go. Don't listen to
Don't
that.
listen
to
You
that.
gotta just
Don't
go
listen
and
to that."
lie to him, and then you go."
She
I
sacrificed.
mean, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't tell me that. I figured that out on my own.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I had to.
man.
Yeah.
I couldn't miss it, But when we talk, going back to that conversation of like how we were raised. I hate to go back to therapy, but honestly, therapy is healing.
Oh, for sure.
One of the things that we are working on is, and maybe all the listeners can also relate to this, we watch our parents being refugees and survivors. They are probably the hardest working people that we've
Right.
ever met, like ever.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
almost, why is that? Because they came here, they didn't have a choice. They really didn't have a choice. They never figured out how to rest. They had no option to really breathe.
They were conditioned like
They were
they're
con-
conditioned like that
They were
already.
conditioned
just
like
during-
that from a
during the
very,
time.
very young age.
Yeah.
Something that I personally struggle with is because I've watched my parents never take a rest, never take a break.
Yeah.
I struggle with taking breaks myself.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of other
That's a good thing to have.
refugee kids can relate to that.
Yeah, for sure.
How, for me, what I'm working on in therapy is like, how can I learn to give myself a break and understand that like what my parents went through and that kind of generational trauma doesn't, like I can take a break. I can breathe.
can, yeah,
That
exactly.
that is okay.
It's okay,
But
yeah.
like learning how to not pass that on through generations,
Yeah.
I think, is very important.
It is,
understanding
for sure.
understanding where the root is from and how we can fix it in the
Yeah.
future.
But I think,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think because I think my generation to survive is it food. We have no food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But now we got freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
freedom.
To make money, to buy food. When I came here, I only eat a chicken butt,
No.
59 cents chicken butt.
Chicken
The-
butt.
the
The
cheapest-
little,
chicken butt.
the
No,
cheapest
no.
part
I
of
mean
the
the
chicken.
whole,
the whole butt.
the whole,
backside of it,
the
yeah,
backside.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
got you.
cheek, right?
That's
I
the
mean,
meat that the people don't want.
Right.
The part of the chicken that the people don't
Right.
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
It's
So
like the
I mean,
krill.
it's a 59 cent. I think this is about 39 years ago when I bought in Portland, Oregon,
Yeah.
and then hey, I love it, and all of that. I never, when I own a donut shop and all,
Mhm.
I worked
Yeah.
for 18 years straight. Never had one day off.
You know,
Yeah.
Pooh,
So
that's actually one of the biggest thing that I admire most about you.
Not
Yeah.
just me, so all the people that's
Yeah, of
that-
course,
that's
of course.
refugee.
yeah,
No,
but,
but-
but,
but
now,
like- but
now we're
like-
just talking to you only.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
you only right now, and that's
talking
about
to
you.
Robert right now,
It's
okay?
about you, Robert.
Listen here, Robert. No, just kidding. No, but it's growing up. I don't know. Phil could relate. He could relate the same
Yeah.
as I can. We didn't have people like us that we can look up to
Yeah.
when it comes
That's
down
true.
to like say business. Our parents. We grew up here. They went through government housing. We
Mhm.
grew up on government housing, government assistance, right?
Right.
So we had to break that cycle ourselves in order to not go through because they're complacent. Our parents sometimes they get that handout. They're like, oh, I've never gotten free stuff before. Now I can live for free, all that stuff. They're gonna stay there, right? They're not gonna
Mhm.
try to push
They're
out.
comfortable
So
with that.
we were never, growing up, we didn't have somebody to look up to, to like, oh, he owns a business.
Yeah.
We can own a business too. We only see
Mhm.
the white man that owns a business. We only
Right.
see, some people of different race own business. So, yeah, that's one thing I kind of wanted to touch on too, like kind of what motivated you to kind of,
Yeah.
push you
Yeah.
and get yourself to where you're at now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's probably how to do with my parents too. When
Mhm.
you grow up, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
them to do business.
That
And
they
all
had a
of
business.
that.
Yeah.
It just it really relate. I think and then when you got here and then you know a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
around you, especially in California, own donut shop
Mhm.
and all of that. So I learned from tech, the ping box. I don't know your heard
Donut
of it?
Ping
King?
box.
Ping box? What's that?
A pink box, the Donut King, Ted
The Donut
Donut.
King,
yeah.
Ted
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Ted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he was
The Donut King.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
when
donut
I
king.
met him. Yeah.
Okay.
The documentary.
Yeah.
I thought you were the donut king.
No, I'm the second donut king.
It's like
He's a donut prime minister.
Yeah.
Donut prime minister.
The prime minister.
It's bigger than the king.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You're the Donut King of North.
Donut general.
He's a
Donut general.
King over here.
He's a donut general.
No, I was learning. That's how I learn. I always open my eye, I'm willing to learn even up until now. I learn from the young, generation.
Yeah.
You can always
And,
learn.
Yes, always learn. So, got to business because of my parents. I see them do business all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, when I moved to California, I was in Portland, Oregon.
Oregon.
Yes.
Portland, Oregon.
And, in 1982, I moved down to Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Yeah.
Over here.
Bishop?
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you in Bishop?
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 No.
No. Okay.
No.
I grew up in Santa Ana for a little bit. That's why.
Oh. I believe it's that apartment complex. I think is in
Mini Street.
Mini Street.
That's where I grew up as a little kid.
Where was
All the Cambodians. You're right. It's like the projects, right? All Cambodians. Projects are all Cambodians.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Yes.
each little unit, they selling like chips. They someplace sell different stuff, food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dangerous over there too.
Yeah. Pahokti.
Everywhere, yeah. They play cards and
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I used to drop my grandma.
Just like how it was back in the day, huh?
Yeah. So that's why my uncle lived there. So I moved with my uncle to learn how to make donuts and all that stuff. So I thought, oh wow, the Donut King run at least one shops in Diamond Bar called Diamond Bar, and then
He had a list for sale.
no, just list the business. You
Oh,
don't
list-
have money.
okay,
You
okay.
don't know money. He listed to you.
Oh,
you
leased
just
it.
pay
Okay,
him.
okay.
You just pay him.
Got you,
say,
got you.
Wait, so
okay.
this was to your uncle? Your uncle
my
leased the
uncle,
donut shop?
yeah.
Okay.
So I was
A baker.
Yeah.
You worked
my
as a
uncle
baker?
was a baker. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
You as well? You were a baker too?
No, because he said I need you to sell donuts.
Oh,
said,
so you were
okay,
selling.
It's fine. I'm selling donuts. So
Yeah.
Okay.
and keep track. He's
The finances.
He's finance.
Okay.
Okay.
And when I
So
look-
you learned the business already, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty natural for me
Yeah.
to learn this business. I mean, it's not. When I look at it, just 3-4 months, I know that. Oh my God, this is great.
This
Yeah.
is profitable.
Oh, this is profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's donut. For 59 cents. Wow, add it all up a whole year.
That's
That's
how much
not
it
bad
costs.
at
That's a
all,
lot of money.
you know?
Is that how much it cost back then? 50 cents for a donut?
No, 39 cents.
Cost.
Because now it's like
No. Sell 39.
Oh, sell
Cost
39.
is only
now it's like a
2
dollar.
cents.
You could sell
Wow.
one for $10 now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can.
this,
Yeah.
Add a
Put a
Kit-
little marshmallow,
little
little
Kit
Kit
Kat
Kat on there.
Yeah,
$10
what's the-
donut.
Yeah.
Here you
put
go.
the gold flakes on there.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
is crazy.
my favorite donut, the sprinkle one, like you guys made fun of me about. That's only now it's like $1.50, right?
$1.50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dollar fit. It still costs
And it's
2
just-
cents. What's the
So right now the
Man.
cost is probably around maybe I think 30,
Couple cents.
35 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's it's very
300
profitable.
and almost 400% return
Yeah.
on profit.
Yeah.
So return on investment.
Well, quit the job and open donut shop.
Just like that. I might just quit that.
That easy, huh?
How much do I need to start?
Wait, so how long until you opened up your own donut shop?
Oh.
How long did it take for you to kind
How
of
old
save
were
up
you
and-
too?
Was 24, 25.
24,
Wow.
25? Wow.
I was
Yeah,
a
I've
loser
been
at
doing
24.
almost
I was
30
still,
something.
loser
We
too.
were both losers at 24.
We still are now.
Still losers. We're still losers.
Wow. Where would you
No.
buy your first donut shop
I
at?
was in Pomona.
Pomona.
Right,
There's a lot
right
of
next,
Khmer
right
over
next to
there,
Diamond
too.
Bar. Right, right.
There's a lot of
next
Khmer
to
people
the-
there,
But so
too.
how long until after you work in your first donut shop until you open up your own?
I
long?
was working with my uncle for about 6 months.
Only 6 months.
Only 6 months. I
That's
said,
all it took.
Uncle, you're going to have
Wow.
to find a new the accountant.
He's
I'm
like,
leaving.
Wow,
He's like, nah, I gotta get my own.
that's crazy. Only 6 months.
6 months and then
You were
I
able to
didn't
save
have
up
money.
that much?
No, I'm not. I didn't have anything.
Oh.
And then I borrow uncle.
You borrowed money.
Crowdfunding, bro. That's when
$1,
startups.
Yep.
He had his own startup.
He had the original GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Investors.
You gotta do that crowdfunding,
that
bro.
shop is in Arrow in town. It was a drug
Arrow.
dealer and a lot of
Perfect
of
spot.
crime. Oh yeah.
Perfect spot for donut shop. Those are usually the best spots for donut shops.
They use drug and then they crave for sugar all the time.
Coffee,
you
sugar.
know,
Oh,
coffee.
yeah.
Come
Oh,
on in.
yeah,
24 hour.
24 hour.
My
Oh,
friend used to own a
24-hour
donut shop
shop.
in Crenshaw.
Crenshaw, LA.
Oh,
And then
Slauson?
I used to be a store manager at Verizon. And then I used to go visit him. So I wear my dress clothes and I go help them sell donuts. I'll just be in there feeling like, oh, what you need? So
Yeah.
it was fun though.
Yeah.
But,
It's like 2
but
in the
yeah,
morning.
all sorts of people do come up there, just
Sometimes
Because
not even for donuts. Sometimes.
Yeah, I couldn't afford
Yeah,
for nice areas,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So the only donut shop that I can afford at that time, the shop is nobody wanted.
yeah.
Nobody wants because it's in a bad area,
A bad area.
location.
And then you could get it. I paid that shop for $65,000,
Wow.
and the owner won 50% down. So that you have to come up with
Yeah,
30.
That's 30, yeah. That's a lot of money back then.
Oh yeah,
That's
a lot of money.
money.
Up front.
And
Yeah.
did you were you able to get the whole property,
30.
the whole building, like the whole
No, no,
store?
no, no,
You're just
no, no.
leasing it, right? You're just
Just
buying the
leasing the
store.
building,
You're
just
still
buy
leasing
the
the building.
business,
Okay,
yeah.
got you,
Mm.
got you.
Yeah.
Understood.
So and then I start baking. That's the first job that I start
Awesome.
in 82.
82.
Nice.
You weren't even
This
born
is
yet.
82. Okay.
You weren't even
You're
born
still
yet.
somewhere.
I'm still
Yeah,
swimming.
Yeah.
We're still swimming.
Swimming.
Doing backstrokes. Yeah.
Try to find the nest.
Yeah.
So who was working? Just you and your wife? at the time?
No, just me.
Just
you.
you only.
Just me.
Did you sleep there?
One
No,
person.
I sleep in the shop. Yeah, good. So you ask, I
course.
sleep in the shop.
all day,
That's the
every day.
only
So
way.
just you only one. No, you didn't hire anyone. You didn't have anybody.
Because you gotta be
No.
early to bake.
Wow.
You gotta sell all
gotta
day.
bake
and
and
you
sell.
gotta,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Bake is in the middle of the night, and then you wake up early in the morning to sell
Sell in
throughout
the
the
morning.
afternoon.
Yeah.
You probably sleep only like a couple hours.
Yeah, a
and then
couple hours.
Get ready to bake
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
How long did you do
Sheesh.
that for?
Oh, probably not too long. Probably a year and a half.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you didn't burn
Then
out.
and then my wife now, but it was my girlfriend at that time. She
Okay.
so she moved down here and helped me out.
Uh-huh.
So we ran that about maybe 1 year, and we
Mhm.
know the profit.
Yeah.
In 1.5 years, I pay off that $30,000.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
Very
yeah.
nice.
You didn't hire anyone.
Because
Yeah, you gotta pay. There's no
it's
overhead.
all of your money.
Yeah.
And then I go to the next one, and
The next
buy
one. Wow.
next one. And
Wow.
then,
That's how you
yeah.
capitalize right
Wow.
there. You know?
Yeah.
That
yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, one time we God, it's quite a few, probably around close to 60.
60
Wow.
donut shops?
At one
Jesus.
point.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
from here to Philadelphia,
Wow.
To Philadelphia?
Texas, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Yeah.
So all in all, in total, how many donut shops did you were involved in total? Or like,
what do you mean?
like just how many donut shops did you have in all from
60.
beginning to end? You said 60, at one
no,
point.
No, that's the
But
high.
to-
that,
oh,
that's
60 was the
total.
most.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a lot.
Did you have a mentor helping you out along the way, or were you the one
No.
being a mentor?
No,
You were your own mentor.
You were the
train.
one.
I train a lot of Cambodian family.
You're the
my
one.
generation.
Yeah.
Look, I guarantee your income.
Mm-hmm.
Just you don't need to speak English. Just learn how to make donut. I train them.
Yeah.
And put them and run it and list the business.
Oh, that's
Make
awesome.
sure they make money more than me
Yeah.
because I didn't
You want
do
to give
anything.
people an opportunity and a chance.
Yeah.
They did a documentary on the wrong person, bro. They said
I
a
know.
documentary on
Seriously.
upon Robert
So,
over here.
yeah. Well. Yeah. I know a lot.
That's
of
awesome.
people in donut industry. So
Yeah.
because that's why I end up opening a distributor.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
That's what got you into that instead, right?
Yeah.
Because now since
Yeah.
you have all these,
Because you're already
stores
helping,
leased out, they need
helping so
people
many
to buy
people
from.
already.
We have 6,000 locations in California alone.
That you do distributions for?
Yeah, we
Wow.
used to do north and south.
Mhm.
South in
Anaheim.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cerrito. In
Cerrito.
Cerrito.
I know
Okay.
what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but we sold all of that. I sold all that
Awesome.
Really?
8 years ago because nobody wanted.
Really?
Just-
I asked
she
her.
said
Hey,
nobody
tell-
wanted it.
No.
She's like
She
Tony.
didn't-
He's
she
like
didn't
Tony.
want it.
Nobody wanted.
She didn't want it either. She graduated from UC San Diego. And
Maybe
then,
it
I
was a
kept
bad
asking
timing.
and
She was
said
still
no.
young.
It was bad
It was
timing.
not good timing. But
Yeah.
now, I'm sure she.
She wanted to go into boba instead. That's why.
Now you can sell boba
Is that
in the
true?
donut shops.
And yeah. So, but I'm glad that I, decide to try it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
she love it.
Yeah,
cool.
that's awesome. I'm pretty sure you helped put a lot of Cambodian families out of poverty too. With that, which is huge. I
Give
mean,
people opportunities.
that's a big story in itself, man. Just for our people to know, like,
Mhm.
dude, like, we got somebody that helped lift our people out of poverty, man. That's awesome. You know?
Give them
That's
a
dope
chance
as
and
hell.
an opportunity, and also to live the American dream. Because when our parents stuff came here, they have no history, no work experience, no work history. They don't speak any English. You can't even get a job without speaking English. But this is a job where they can just go and just work without having to be judged by anyone, and
Well, because they have no idea
Right.
to run the business, unless
Yeah,
you
you
really,
a lot of them-
because,
I'm pretty sure you know about scaling a business.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, you got when you build a business, it gets big enough, then you got to learn how to scale it. But you already doing that like just unconsciously, right?
right. Well,
You just, so I
It's
gotta
in
do
his
this.
blood.
It's in his blood.
I
yeah.
have-
yeah.
I think I have at least like a total of like maybe 4 different aunt and uncles that own donut shops since I was a kid, or like in my life. I have at least 4 family members that own donut shops all around like Long Beach area.
Yeah, because
Orange
I think
County area.
they all buy from even
Somebody,
Baymark or
uh-huh.
Golden Bake.
Right,
So
yeah,
here
yeah,
we
yeah.
call Golden Bake.
Donut Bake, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are called Golden Bake down here. But
Yes.
DH in North.
DNH.
DNH out there.
In
Yeah,
NorCal.
okay, okay.
Mhm.
DNH, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but I opened the box, manufacturer and all that down here too. So yeah, but it's all done now.
Yeah, you're just living a good life now.
Well, I'm still working. I cannot
Okay.
see
Still
myself retire,
Yeah.
because I
Still young.
Still got a lot of energy.
Still
That's
have
why.
energy, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ever driving back down to NorCal for 5 hours?
Yeah.
I don't even
know,
want to do
I'm-
that.
I know. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. So
What car do you drive here with? Your
the,
Mercedes?
No, it's a old,
kidnap van.
the kidnap van.
Would you ever get a Mercedes again?
No,
No, you don't even care.
Why not?
You wouldn't even want it.
I don't know.
Maybe as a
You don't
gift,
want the
a gift
Mazda
to
then?
yourself for working so hard your whole life, just to
Uh,
or bring back memories. Maybe
yeah. Well, I think maybe.
maybe one day.
Yeah, I don't really
AMG?
need to.
You don't care no more. Huh?
It's
not a big deal.
It's not a big deal for
Yeah.
me. I mean, I'm as long as I'm healthy,
Which is the
I'm
most
able
important.
to help people around my
Yeah.
generation or
Of course.
the next generation.
Yeah.
That's a blast. That's what I want.
Yeah.
It's not about money,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
for
it's
sure.
not about
It's
show
not your
off.
status.
Hey, look
No,
at me.
definitely not.
no,
Yeah,
no,
of course,
yeah,
of course.
Just,
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think was like your biggest like challenge with doing business as a refugee immigrant from Cambodia? What was your biggest challenge during that time?
Well,
I
think-
mean, racial tensions were high during that time too.
Yeah, so
You
I
know?
think at that time, because it's a donut shop,
Mhm.
it's no one pay much attention.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's a very, very
It's very
small,
low key.
low
Yeah,
key.
I got
I
Yeah.
it.
mean, this is not gonna be like
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Right, right.
business.
You're
something
selling-
Like
That's
that.
true. That's true.
You're selling something for just like 50 cents. So, it's
So
like,
that helped then.
Yeah.
That kind of threw you under the radar, right? Just,
Exactly.
You just kind of flying.
It's nobody pay attention.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
No,
Stay
no,
low key.
No, low key. I mean, 95. You have $1 in your pocket.
Yeah.
You got a nice cups of coffee and
And
a
a
nice,
donut.
a good
Yeah,
donut.
maybe a donut
Yeah.
hole. One donut hole.
Well, no, bigger than that. No, you got a glaze.
You get one sprinkle
donut.
donut, one sprinkle
Yeah.
donut,
Yeah.
and a coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because I think it's I had no problem at all. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but now, when I
Now
own a
it's the big
distributor,
Mhm.
that's it's
So you
That's different, right?
so you feel
I'm
like-
pretty sure the big sharks are trying to come attack you, right? You're just trying to.
I've been,
So
been
you feel
attacking
like-
at us. I mean,
You're trying to
these big
buy you guys
sharks.
out? Is that what it
gotcha,
is?
Gotcha. Well,
They
different
give you a
challenges.
problem.
Oh, they try to give you problems.
do-
okay.
do you
so
feel
that's
like-
you dealing with other type of problems.
Yeah,
now.
different
Yeah,
kind
We
of
give
issues.
them a headache.
Yeah.
That means we did a
Gotcha,
good
gotcha,
job.
That means yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
know?
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So you feel like it's more of a challenge now, more on the distributing side, dealing with like other like partners and stuff like that, rather than when you own your own donut shop. It's more challenging now.
Oh,
For
yeah.
you?
Oh, just day and night.
Yeah.
Completely different.
challenging.
I'd rather to own
But a different
donut
kind of
shop.
challenge. A different kind of
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah.
Because I think this is a billion-dollar company.
Oh,
yeah.
We
Okay.
just
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Gotcha, gotcha,
I
gotcha.
sold this to a public company down south here,
Uh-huh.
and then the one up north too.
Yeah.
They just want to buy you out,
Oh, completely.
and
I
then
see.
they dominate.
And then, yeah,
Yeah.
monopolize, huh? Just
Monopolize.
take
They
over.
yeah,
Monopolize.
for sure.
That's crazy.
Dude, they should
but
change
you just
this.
say no, huh? No,
They
don't
should
let
change
them monopolize.
the slogan. Say America runs on Dunkin'.
Oh,
America runs on Cambodian donut shops.
right?
Come on, man.
True.
Seriously.
Give us some
That's
respect.
America
Give us some
runs
respect.
I
through
like
pink
that.
boxes.
You know?
Yeah,
Come on.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. I mean, I think that's gonna be. You should definitely, like, do like a convention or something for like
Convention.
young Cambodian entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's
like
true.
give you show a little story. I think that'll be pretty awesome for a lot of the youth to see. as well.
Well, I think that's why I'm very proud of you too. That you have an idea to do
thank
all
you.
this thing here, so you can put your words out there and just let the next generation. To, if they willing to want to do business, I'm here. I'm still around, so I'm willing to show them exactly what.
Wow,
I
that's
want to
awesome.
know.
That's good.
No problem at all. I've been doing this for more than 30 years.
You're the pioneer, pretty much.
So,
Pioneer.
but it's so
pioneer.
cool. It's so cool to see how you're so humble to just say, hey, if you want the help, I'm here to help. For you, because you're so busy, and for you to take the time out to still do something like that, it's pretty cool. That's so
You're
cool.
my new hero.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about Warren Buffett no more.
Don't be
Mark Cuban, who?
don't be too fast. Make sure you bring the blue label.
Slow down.
The whiskey.
I got you. Blue label. I got Johnny Walker. I got you.
Slow down there, buddy.
Forget those guys, man. I got my own,
Yeah.
my own people now.
Our Cambodian hero, huh?
I know.
He's our
That's
Cambodian
awesome.
hero.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Well, I don't take that as a hero. I think I take we just need each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
If we don't have each other here,
Mhm.
who gonna
Nobody.
have what,
Nobody.
Yeah.
gonna support? I
Yeah.
mean, this is
Yeah.
a community.
It's a community. Yeah, that's absolutely
It's
right.
just like
Community.
like right now, a lot of people are scared to be proud about themselves, about their heritage, right? I
Culture
mean,
and
but you
everything,
got the black community right now. They're like
Mm.
one right now,
Mhm.
but
Yep.
they're talking about like there's like organizations for black entrepreneurs. There's organizations for stuff like that. Like we should
Yeah.
be okay to be like, look, we should have an organization for Cambodian entrepreneurs. We should
Right.
have something that's like, hey, be proud that you're Cambodian.
Right.
Be proud
Right.
and help each
Exactly.
other out.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
can't be scared to be proud. I think a lot of people are still scared. Like they're like, oh, why you want to be, like why you trying to flaunt it so bad? Like, nah, like why shouldn't I?
Yeah,
That's
why
what makes us
wouldn't you?
different. That's what
Right.
sets us apart.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I think this is for
think-
sure, man. It's gonna.
I think a lot of people, like especially Cambodians, especially our generation or older, they're just, I think, afraid to take initiative because they don't want to be that person. They feel like it might be a lot of pressure on them to be that guy or that first person to do something. You know what I mean? So they always.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's the
To
fear
take that
fear that we
responsibility.
have.
Yeah.
A lot of us have, but kind of seeing you, obviously you've taken initiative since. Probably as long as you can probably remember,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
taken initiative,
Yeah.
But
and not have to wait for anyone
Again,
to tell you. You're
unconsciously.
just doing it. Yeah.
just doing
So
it.
I think we need more of that, like not just people of your generation, but even our generation too. Just a step up. I think everyone just needs to step up and just do their part, and it'll all come together.
well, I really want. I think whatever I know, my experience, I can share with you guys, and then I want you guys to do better than me because
Yeah.
better than me. That's
For
make
sure.
me happy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
this is what the whole purpose.
The
I
purpose.
mean,
Mhm.
to you don't want to just go
Pass
and
down the knowledge.
pass on the
Yeah.
knowledge. That's
Yeah.
the
Pay it forward. You
Yeah,
gotta
pay it
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
Pass
We
down knowledge.
definitely gotta pay it
Yeah,
forward.
all that.
So.
All that.
yeah.
Nah, you did good. I mean, Dorothy's doing
Yeah.
doing your work, doing your
I'm proud
doing
of
your
both
work
of you
right
guys.
now.
You guys
so-
are-
Sometimes
cool.
she drop her tears. You just push me too much. It's not easy to work with you, she said.
Yeah. No, she told us
Hey.
that. She told us.
Hey,
Listen to the last episodes.
But you know what? Though? I think working with your family member can be hard because sometimes it's hard to separate the family and it's hard to separate the business. But I think you have to be mentally strong to be able to handle it and to overcome those objections. You know what I mean? So if you're mentally
Yeah.
weak, I think
It's
it'll be a failure. Any kind of business. If you
Right.
even going in a business with not only a family member but even like a best friend, it can be bad if you're not mentally strong.
I mean,
Yeah.
business in general.
Yeah.
It's like, and you can see how aggressive my dad has been with his life goals and how he's been able to hit all of them. He's and so you can imagine, the type of training that he would put on me. He definitely does not
Yeah,
sugarcoat
exactly.
anything.
You don't get
Yeah, I
it
hear
easy
you.
just because you're his daughter. You're not getting it easy.
No, I get it harder. I get it harder.
Oh, it's worse. Yeah.
So,
it's always
but
like that.
you know what? It's okay. You're never gonna get anything good without struggle. So I understand that completely. You're gonna need to.
Have to work hard
How do
for
you
it.
think he got all this experience? How
Yep.
do you think he got his knowledge? I mean, it
No
wasn't
pain,
easy.
no pain, no
No.
gain.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
So
100%.
I
because
understand
I think
that.
you gotta, I make wine, I make all kinds.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's your hobby now?
No, I stopped. I've been making wine for 12 years.
Oh.
50,000 bottle a year. So I sold it to.
Oh,
I
so
make
this
a
is
lot of
business.
money
I thought
from
this was a
China
hobby.
back.
Okay.
That's how I hit back from.
That's
the
why you're like, oh,
country.
Chinese, yes.
Yeah, no, I sold 50,000 bottle a year.
Oh, wow.
But I shutting down because of the.
COVID.
It's
I completely
affected your
sh-
business a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't know you had a
We should
wine
make our
business
own
too.
Cambodia.
Oh no,
Wine.
we do wine, coffee, and now
make
I've
some
created the seasoning
Seasoning.
called Cajun.
Cajun
Cajun
seasoning.
seasoning. Oh, for like
Yeah.
seafood boil.
Oh, next time I'll cook for you guys.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Maybe we'll
I'm
go
down.
up north one day.
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys should.
Well, we have some
You
friends.
guys
We have
should.
some friends out there
You should
too,
just
so
up
we
there.
wanna go
I'll
visit.
take you to take the restaurant. They have 15 now.
Wow.
Cajun, it's all Cajun seafood.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'll that's all my seasoning.
Really?
I love to
That's
cook
nice.
now. I know.
Wow.
He's
I cook
right.
you a Japanese food too. I know how to do all
Some
that. So.
sushi?
So you speak
Yeah,
Japanese too?
Me?
Yeah.
Arigato.
That's about it.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
pretty cool.
He's a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
know.
Seriously.
any
He's a
Yeah.
Renaissance
I
man.
enjoy it.
He's a
Renaissance
Renaissance
man.
I
man.
Yeah,
enjoy
for
it.
sure.
So.
Keeping yourself busy, huh? Just keeping yourself
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
enjoying your life, huh?
Yeah,
So
that's it.
any tips that you would give to the youth right now on, how to stay alert and healthy, to make sure we last long.
Yeah.
now?
Well, here I think the key thing here, just laugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you hit something, if you get
Have
mad
fun.
at your wife, you just walk in front of her. You just laugh.
That's
and
what I
see
do.
what she react.
It will change
Depending
the
on
mood.
the conversation.
It depends what happened, right?
Either she's gonna go ahead and take her mind
Yeah.
for that second that
Yeah.
she mad at you or whatever.
That's true.
It's out of nowhere. And that's what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
And then it's calm down a little.
Yeah.
Now I think the key thing is just laugh and
Yeah.
then, don't just take it. Sometimes don't just take it too serious.
Yeah.
Don't take life too seriously.
Don't take life too
I thought you were gonna
Gotcha.
say Johnny Walker.
Johnny,
Hey, drink Johnny Walker.
yeah, and I think just keep moving.
Keep moving.
Sometimes it's just life. It's very fragile.
Yeah.
You don't know what gonna happen the next
never
hour,
know.
the next day.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Well, anything else you wanna?
Well, also, I was wondering if you can maybe share a little bit, maybe to people not of our generation, but maybe our parents. What's one thing that you would tell them to be able to be comfortable to open up and share their stories with us? People like our parents and people of your age.
Yeah, I think the survivor out there. I think should just talk to your children, open it up. Because I think if you keep them inside, it's not gonna good for anybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes your parent not really quite speak in the English is probably limited,
Right.
but I think they can speak in Cambodian. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
can just go and
understand.
understand. I mean, probably 50%, but the
Yeah.
next day just keep 'em talking,
Yeah,
and then
you gonna
they
start
may pick up
understanding a little more.
another 10%.
Yeah.
It's just I
It
think
picks up.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they should do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
it's gonna help. It's gonna help the next generation, and they're gonna help themselves too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Let's keep that convo going.
Yeah, I think we just have to keep that conversation going.
Yes.
Doesn't matter from who.
Yep.
It just needs to be.
Right.
It just needs to be out there more often.
More often.
Yeah, it just
Right.
needs to be out there.
You guys are gonna be the pioneers now for
Yeah, well, you
children,
guys
parents, connection,
Yeah.
bringing that back together.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's been really cool. I've had some people who have messaged me and said they found a good sense of their identity from listening to this podcast because their parents don't want to open up. So at least they kind of use Robert's story as an
to kind of-
example and kind of a mirror.
yeah.
Like, oh, shoot, that's what my parents went through.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
You know?
I feel that way. Listening to you guys'
Yeah.
podcast too, because like I said, my parents aren't always comfortable sharing their stories. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of I can kind of relate, I guess, from hearing your story and just kind of having a better understanding of what our parents went through as well. So
Right.
I know it's different, but you know, it makes a little bit more sense. So
Right.
thank you for that.
It's just so important, and I'm so excited for the next generation. We look at our community, especially right now. There's just this uprising of different people giving
it's looking
back.
good.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it's looking really
I'm
good.
really,
It's
really
looking
excited.
bright.
I know. Look
Yeah,
at us.
looking
Look at us,
bright.
guys.
Yeah, seriously. It looks good. It's getting better and
looking
It's
better.
bright.
getting better and better, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited for our generation as we keep on giving back in different
Yeah.
ways. And this is just gonna be our contribution to this
Yeah,
bigger
you guys
goal.
are gonna have. I think you guys are already having a big contribution to
Yeah.
what's going on now already too. And I think people already are just starting to be a little bit more curious and starting to want to be open to learn more and like just kind of know more about our history and our culture and not just be embarrassed about our parents and stuff anymore. I think now we feel better about ourselves and who we are and our identity too. So I think all of us. I know for a fact, me and Danny, I've seen a difference in him, and I'm sure he's seen a difference in me. And like we're just more like we want to know more and more now. We are comfortable.
Yeah. I listen to more Khmer music now.
Yeah,
All day.
Yeah.
You know how to dance,
So-
man?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
does.
Rambong.
Yeah.
He used to do coconut dance.
I used to do coconut dance.
He did
dance.
coconut
Really?
dance. He did
Oh, wow.
professional.
I know how to read
coconut
it. I know how to
dancer.
read and write in Khmer too.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Putting me to shame, Bob. I'm just over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. We have the Khmer identity
Good.
with us still. Very strong still.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Still strong.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely want to thank you for taking your time coming onto the
Coming back
podcast
here,
with
yeah.
us, and we really appreciate it because historically parents don't really support
No,
what the young
no.
Cambodian kids
They
are
would
doing.
not. They would not want to be
Yeah.
sitting here and doing this at all.
But
No.
it's really good to see, and we really do appreciate you coming on and trying to just validating what we've been feeling too, and
Yeah.
it's gonna help us elevate for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Dennis and Phil,
Yeah.
that invite me
Mhm.
and to have a chance to,
Yeah.
speak to, to the survivor out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope if you guys need me,
Mm-hmm.
anything, question.
Oh, we definitely do need you.
Yeah.
We definitely do need
yeah.
you. We want to start our own businesses and stuff like that too. So yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
we
we're
definitely want to learn
gonna- some
more.
mentorship. huh?
Yeah.
No,
That'd be
no
cool.
problem. Anytime.
Awesome.
I mean,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're excited.
We appreciate it.
Any last
Yeah.
words?
Anything, Dorothy? Any last words?
Oh, well,
Anything else from you?
Let's go to drink whiskey.
Let's
Ooh.
Let's go. So on that note, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, hope you guys
Thank you,
enjoyed the
guys.
episode, and
Peace out.
peace out.
Bye bye.